Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix. And yeah, so doing a tarot reading for the collective, I'm using two decks. One of my favorite decks is my quotes deck. This is like quotes from anybody and everybody, from housewives to spiritual leaders to inventors, entrepreneurs, so on and so forth. This is quotes from everyone in this deck. And then I'm using the regular tarot deck. I believe it's the Field Tarot is what it's called, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Field Tarot, for those who want to know the deck. All right. So, before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. All right. So, FYI, all the readings are up for January. The general readings, the love readings, and the money readings are up for every single sign for January. Also, more collective readings are up too. Whatever reading you watch or listen to, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Also, my goal is to start working on the general February readings this weekend. So my goal is to start working on general February readings this weekend. Since February is considered Aquarius season, Aquarius, you will receive a bonus reading for every single one. So you will receive a bonus general, you will receive a bonus love, and you will receive a bonus money reading as well. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. May I have the energy for the collective? May I have the energy for the collective? May I have the energy for the collective? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? Thank you. May I have some more? Did that turn over? It did. Okay, let me set that down. Thank you. May I have some more, please? Okay. Did another one turn over? No, that one didn't. So only this one. Thank you. I think I'm going to take one more, so we'll have four. May I have one? Thank you. Wow, that was quick. Okay. So let's see what we have here for the quotes. All right, so first one that came out, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Let me read that again. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And this is by Jim Rohn, who is a motivational speaker. All right, second card, if God did not exist, it would be necessary to invent him. Voltaire. If God did not exist, it would be necessary to invent him. That is by Voltaire. All right, and then the third card says, whether it is a friendship or a relationship, all bonds are built on trust. Without it, you have nothing. Let me read that again. Whether it is a friendship or a relationship, all bonds are built on trust. Without it, you have nothing. And then finally, the fourth card, it says, and this has come out a few times before, it says, far too many people are looking for the right person instead of trying to be the right person. That is by Gloria Steinem. Let me read that again. Far too many people are looking for the right person instead of trying to be the right person. All right. And that was my laptop, for those wondering. Okay, so let's go ahead and set these cards over here to the side. And let's clarify some of this. Can we clarify the cards on the table? Can we clarify the cards on the table? Can we clarify the cards on the table? What is it that the collective needs to hear? Interestingly enough, the Ace of Cups is at the bottom of the deck now. Something new, emotional. And you know, in the pre-shuffle, a Helen Keller quote came out. It was something to the effect of, like, what's real in this world? What you experience isn't about what you can touch or feel, or not about what you can touch, it's about what your heart can feel. So it basically is saying that the best things are found that are connected to the heart, that are connected to emotion, is what it's saying. It's interesting that the Ace of Cups turned out at the bottom of the deck during that. And I'm doing a split right now to see what's at the bottom of the deck now that I've done the split. The Moon. Some of you may have felt that recently, because don't forget, we just had a full moon in Cancer on January the 6th. So maybe something significant, maybe there was an offer then, or there is an offer coming in that might have been triggered by the full moon. Maybe you were triggered to make an offer to someone, but it's something connected to emotion. So, and also Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Trying to see what else we're going to get here. Is that coming out? No, it didn't. Some cards, please. Can we clarify on the table? Thank you. So, yeah, there's some movement happening. Thank you. There's movement away from negativity, but also, I don't know, why am I getting this? This is hard to explain. Okay. For some of you, this is probably only going to resonate for one person. For some of you, you might be going somewhere where the street lights are different colors. I don't know if that even exists on planet Earth. Somewhere where there's ocean, like there's access to a beach or whatever. But I don't know why street lights with different colors. Like one street light might be green, another one might be red, another one might be purple, so on and so forth. It's either that or something on the beach with the sticks. I don't know why I'm getting this. It's from this Eight of Wands card, which is about movement, which can also be travel too. I feel like there's something with different colors, either involving lights or either something with the sticks that are on the beach. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those events like they do. I think they do it in Hawaii where they all get together. You have the torches and stuff, and then people are doing the dancing and everything else or whatever. I also feel somebody may be taking a vacation to get rid of this energy, which is the Ten of Swords. Air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I also feel that one of the purpose of this vacation, and this actually happened with Taraji P. Henson, because she was talking about that on her interview with In Real Life with Angie Martinez. And she was talking about how she's just going to go away for a while and sort of find out what works best for her, to sort of get in tune with herself. I honestly feel for some of you, that's sort of what some of you are doing, is where this getaway is to get in touch with yourself. But I feel there's going to be access to water where you're at. For those this is resonating with, or the one person this might be resonating with, I feel like there's going to be some type of access to water. I also feel like if there is access to water and there's events and stuff, you may be attending one of those events on the beach or something. If that's not it, you may be in a city where there's a bunch of lights, different color lights. But all of this is to get back to you, is what this is. I'm kind of going with the Gloria Steinem quote, where it's like far too many people are looking for the right person instead of trying to be the right person. And I feel for some of you, all of this stuff, all of this pain affected your energy and kept you, like if you went through a bad relationship, maybe it's harder for you to trust. And it's interesting that I'm saying that because the card, whether it is a friendship or a relationship, all bonds are built on trust. Without it, you have nothing. Some of you may be having trust issues because of something that you went through, some type of cycle that you went through, and you're getting a way to sort of do a reset to purge this toxic energy, this insecurity, this lack of trust out of your system. I honestly feel, and that's sticking in my mind now, like it's a purging is what's going on. And going back to the discipline, where discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment, one of your goals might be not to talk to someone that brought all of this stuff into your energy. Your goal might be to completely remove the person from your life. But that takes discipline, because maybe you're attached to this person where you were used to talking to them every single day and so on and so forth. But now that's not an option. I feel if you were to call this person, they would more than likely pick up the phone. But from your end, you don't want to do that. And also something else that I picked up too is about self-worth. Because it's like one of the reasons that you might have been going through this Ten of Swords cycle is because you were dealing with someone that didn't offer you what you were worth. But for whatever reason, you just continue to deal with this person because maybe there was some type of rose-colored glasses you were wearing where like, oh, this person's going to get better, they just need time. Or, oh, this person is going through this so they don't have the bandwidth to give to me the way I would like for them to give to me. It's almost like you were rationalizing someone else's actions is what you were doing. And now it's sort of like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that anymore. I've had enough. Ten of Swords, because this is the end. I've had enough. Let me focus on me. Let me come back to me and do that. So strange. I heard starts with a J. I hope I'm not, I hope that's not me. But I heard starts with a J. And even the name Jermaine came to mind. Let me take a few more cards and we'll close this out. Let's see what else we'll get. Thank you. All of these cards are coming out quick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 5 of Cups. But notice in this particular deck, 3 cups are still standing. That's letting me know that you have support around you and you may not even realize it. Because don't forget, 3 of Cups is about groups. Also, 3 of Cups in the tarot deck is about celebration. Now, for some of you, and notice she is also on a beach too. Again, I feel some of you have more support than you realize. Others of you might be celebrating because it's finally over. Those 2 cups are down. Don't forget, 2s are about partnerships, connections, contracts, soulmates, so on and so forth. It's the 2 cups, because usually it's 3 cups that are down and 2 cups that are standing. In this deck, it's the 2 cups that are down and the 3 cups that are standing. So this is saying to me that there is an end to some type of connection. And for some of you with the 3 of Cups standing, you might be happy that it's over. At the same time, you were in an energy of before all of this, where it's like, you know, I'm not being appreciated. Why am I without? And for some of you, you may also realize that you had support around you with friends. Some of you, friends might even went on this trip with you or might be going on this trip with you. But I more or less feel like it's you. May I have another card, please? But I feel this is purging, and it doesn't have to be an ex. That doesn't have to be it. This can be in general, because again, in one of the cards it says whether it is a friendship or a relationship. A relationship doesn't have to deal with romance. I always tell people that. It's not always about that. So it's something where Okay, I'm going to take those two because they just come out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Definitely. Something told me to take the card on the top. What is this? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So, first card that came out, Prince of Swords, which it says determination. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it says determination. Now that song's playing through my head by Daniel Bedingfield. That song, I Gotta Get Through This, is like he repeats it over and over again. I gotta get through this. I feel that is the determination part, where after this cycle is ending, you are like, okay, I gotta get through this. You're determined, which is the Prince of Swords, air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The card that followed the Prince of Swords, and we love her, is the Queen of Swords. And on this one it says independent. And that's what I feel. It's like you're getting all of this craziness out of your life, out of your system, this negative energy. And it's almost like you're reclaiming your independence. I want to say purging and reclaiming your independence. Purging the past and reclaiming your independence. I might title this that. Purging the past and reclaiming your independence. But yeah, with Queen of Swords energy. And if anybody can cut someone out of their life, it's the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords doesn't play games. She isn't about that. And the reason I know you're going to be in Queen of Swords energy, mind you, the Queen of Swords came out yesterday too, if I'm not mistaken. But the reason I know you're in Queen of Swords energy is because Seven of Wands, remember when I was saying something told me to take the card on the top of the deck and I took it? That's what, and I was saying, yeah, that makes sense. That's what this is. You're standing your ground. You have the high ground. So you're purging the past and reclaiming your independence. Some people or a person might try to get you to fall back into the energy you once were in. But that energy has passed now with the Ten of Swords. That cycle is ended. You're not the same person. You're trying to find out who you are, and you're looking to do it without those who drug you down or brought you down in the previous energy. And what you're doing is you're determined with the Prince of Swords to stay disciplined, to know when to keep those people out of your life. Because again, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. You have a goal to be independent. And all you need is the discipline in order to accomplish it. You're doing that, especially with it closing out on the Seven of Wands. Let me check and see what's at the bottom of the deck, and then we'll be done. Yeah, you're not being bothered. The Hermit, Virgo energy. You're looking within, and that's what the Hermit does. The Hermit looks within to find information, to get new enlightenment, is what the Hermit does. So all of this is being confirmed. You're purging the past and reclaiming your independence, is what you're doing. So that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Till next time, be blessed.